What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be digging into this bus, cleaning it as best we can. Obviously not replacing anything yet, but let's get into it. Got my buddies here. They already started digging into it a little. We've got our homemade center console here. Not entirely sure who made this. We got some paperwork, some fruit snacks, you know, the essentials. We've got the antenna that is supposed to be on the car, and we've got a whole box of 8 tracks minus 1. So actually the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the pop-up top off entirely. That whole roof is only held on with a few with a few screws. We're gonna take that off because we need to clean the roof, but also we're gonna have to replace that pop-up top at some point anyway. So might as well give us the extra headroom, the extra light in there, and you know, make it easier on ourselves. So we've been busy taking everything apart. As you can see, I've got the track starting to unscrew everything. But Mason just found something pretty gross. Tell us what you found, Mason.
Well, that's the padding that goes underneath the tire to keep the vibration down, and it is absolutely full of mice urine and poop. And it's rather heavy for its size.
Moist.
Yeah, it's kind of moist too.
So we'll continue digging in, and I'll let you know what else we found. So I just finished pulling out the cot from up above. Pretty simple. So basically you have these 2 plates that bolt into the top. You can see they were here and right there as well. You can also see where this bus was originally red. So basically what would happen is Volkswagen would take their bus, just the regular bus in this case, full tin top with red, and they'd send it to Westfalia, which was also in Germany, and they would actually outfit it with the whole camper getup here. So that hasn't actually done by Volkswagen themselves, but by Westfalia, which they worked with and still work with to this day, I believe. After a little more digging, we found a lot more mouse poop, and we've also found a couple more 8 tracks. What do we got?
We got Deliverance, To God Be the Glory, and Paradise Strings. Program 3.
There you
I don't
go.
know where 1 and 2 are.
So we're working on the top here. We got this track off of the top. So this is what actually holds down the fabric to the roof. See all the screws in there. That just bolts up here, right down there. Holds this part of the fabric tight against the roof. I'm gonna be replacing this whole top because it was eaten by mice. But we got that out of there. Now we got 6 bolts, 3 on each side here. And then we got to take the struts off back there, and those are just held on with 2 screws. So we ended up just unbolting the top. It was just 1 screw with a bolt on the back towards the outside of the camper. So I watched a guy online who was taking the top off his Westfalia, and what he did is he had 2 trash cans lined up so that he could put the top on one of them while he got the other side. So I'm gonna have Mason hold the inside while I'm up here and kind of move the top onto the first trash can. terrifying. We got the first piece off though, just looking like a regular bus right now. Gonna work on getting the back piece off because it needs to be cleaned anyway. But let me show you the roof. I actually doubt this top has ever been off because you can see the paint lines here. The roof was originally red, but when they got it repainted, they painted it white. So, I mean, you can just see the grime built up. So, very excited to clean this. Back out front now, we're gonna try to get that back piece of the top off. I think it's a roof rack. And it looks like it's just 4 bolts, but I'll let you know if anything changes. Guys, look at the leaves on this. We have an entire forest on our roof. So you can see these are the little spacers for the 4 screws, 1 in the front, or 2 in the front total, and then 2 in the back. But this thing is nasty. Do you concur?
Yeah, I do.
There is a mouse nest just on the roof. Guess that's the penthouse. I knew there was a leak at some point because they had to take out the back. On the back glass, there's usually a trim panel of wood. And I was told it got ruined because there was a little leak. Well, a leak. I don't know if it was little. And there was RTV. You can see this is left over all on top of the screws back here. So I think this is probably where it was leaking, or at least where they think it was leaking from. So got to make sure that doesn't happen when we put it back together. So I'm about to take the seat off. We did the buttons on the side for the seat cover, but we got to get inside there, and I taking a peek inside and it's pretty gross. So I'm gonna put my mask on. It's so bad. I don't know what this thing is. Is this a tent? That's disgusting. Oh, look at this. We definitely had some furry friends in here. Oh, look at these. Yeah, there's their remains. Oh my god.
Smells so bad.
We got a whole nest and oh, great. You know what? I think I'm gonna reuse these pillows in my living room. There you go.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Don't give that to me.
Oh.
These things are like retro pillows.
Oh, we got a sweet lamp. I am shocked there's not a mouse in there. Why is there a lamp in here?
Kind of don't want to throw it.
Oh, I don't want to go under there.
Oh yeah. Have fun, bro.
Oh, bro.
What's that? It's a new
We got
thermo quiet.
I think those are brake pads.
Goes with the brake lube.
Oh, jeez. Hey, look, our seatbelt.
I never want to use that.
Oh, it's like...
You want to just grab the vacuum.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? Do you see that?
That's bad, bro.
That's like half an inch. Ah, those might be no good.
Or they might be. They're free.
Extra sticky pads.
Yeah, that's like
All
racing
right,
brakes.
yeah, let's grab the vacuum and get this out of here. All right, so that's still disgusting. We sprayed it with the decontamination like cleaner, but we're letting it sit now just to kind of try to break up all that fecal matter. But now we're gonna start into here. Yeah, this is gonna be great. So let's get started. Oh, let's see, what do we got here?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, pull this out first. Well, we had a box that's empty that was eaten into. We got some pictures for our fridge. We got an Adidas hat.
Man, I'd wear that if I were you.
I would wear that. Just gotta wash it a little. We got windshield wipers. Hey, everything looks like brand new except for all the mouse pee on it. We got a spark plug boot.
Yeah, I guess I hope.
There's a jack. I don't know if it's... Nope, it's for a Honda.
Maraca?
I guess so.
Music.
Oh, sweet. We got an air-cooled repair manual. We got carpet adhesive.
Please tell me you don't put shag carpet in here.
Oh, I'm definitely putting shag carpet in here. We've got removable element. Oh, bro. Check that thing out. That's definitely a fire hazard. It's pretty mint, though. 1,000 watts.
Pretty mint if you want to die.
We're going to cook some fantastic meals on that thing.
I'm not eating off of that.
Yeah, you will.
I don't think so.
I'm not even going to tell you.
I think I'll know. There's not much room to hide it. I'm glad you picked that up.
Yeah, I gotta love that. Oh, let's see. Seat belts. Another wiper blade. Get a box. Swivel jack for like a trailer. It's empty. Oh, geez. I'm waiting for the dead animals. Oh, you know what? I think I can go from the top. Yeah. We got a plastic cup.
$5 if you drink out of it.
Bruh. I value my life. There's some old shag carpet.
Oh.
Gotta love it. It's actually not that bad in here. I don't see any mice. Nests. I do see obviously some fecal matter, but that's not that bad. Apparently we're taking the seats out now. We're trying to figure out what's under the passenger seat. But we got a manual, so we're gonna figure it out. We figured out what was under the seat. So we saw this wheel kind of poking out. We're like, what the heck is that? So we pull the seat off and it doesn't even attach, but it turns out this is actually the jack. So this piece right here slides in to this jacking point right here. You have a tool that twists this, and that's how you jack up your car. Pretty cool. So now we're gonna be taking out this sink unit because we think there's a mice nest behind it. So what you got is you got a little bracket, L bracket on the inside of that with 2 bolts, self-tapping screws going into the floor. And then you got 2, I believe they're 8mm or 10mm bolts on this back side, and you should be able to pull it out after you loosen those. We'll see. So we just pulled the fridge apart, and well, let's just say it was probably really well insulated because, yeah, that is a giant mouse nest. Delicious. Want to keep my food in there, that's for sure. Look at the top.
That is pretty gross.
And that's all that's to these things. It's just a cooler. Yeah, that's disgusting. There's your hand pump. This one's broken, but... So we've got the sink out, and after looking in here, we pushed down on that piece of laminate, and when you push down on it, you can see right there, that's liquid fecal matter coming out from underneath it. And we figure we might as well replace it while we're in here instead of having to take everything apart again. Because as you can see, the right way to do this, which was kind of done before, is you have to take everything up and get the floor on the whole base here. So we're gonna take everything out, which is just really this seat. The flooring doesn't go underneath that. So take this seat out. We've already got the sink out. The sink's the hard part. So since we have it out, we're gonna go ahead and take this seat out and rip up the flooring. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for the flooring, but might as well rip it up while we're in here. just digging into everything, and we found what looks to be a piece of the original carpet, maybe? Not sure. Got the seat out, just a couple bolts, 13 mil, I think. Now we're gonna take the seat out, the floor out. It looks like it's all clipped together in one piece. We just gotta take the edging out, so. Oh, that's disgusting.
It's not a good sound.
And that's why we're ripping it up.
Does not get better.
Well, at least now we don't have to clean the floor. You know, that's a plus. Nothing like good old poo juice.
No, I always thought beige was the worst interior color you could get. Then they invented mustard. That's pretty bad, bro. Pretty bad.
All right, guys, so we're all finished up with the first round of cleaning, and this is what we got. So the interior is mostly stripped. We still have the subfloor down. We took out that seat. We took out the sink and all the plumbing. Took out the front seats as well. This thing was definitely a lot worse than I expected. After we were finished, I definitely had to take a long drive with the windows open because my sinuses definitely need to be cleared. But it came out pretty good so far. The bench is all cleaned. The rest is kind of just a blank canvas for right now. Back here is also all cleaned and sanitized. We used a few different products on the bus just to make sure everything was going to be clean, sanitary. We used this Chemical Guys antibacterial cleaner, some Meguiar's leather and vinyl cleaner, some Meguiar's natural shine protectant, and some Purple Power degreaser that we just put in a spray bottle. And that was usually the first coat, and then we would go with the disinfectant to make sure everything was sanitary. This video is obviously not sponsored in any way, but those products worked great for me, so I wanted to let you guys know what I used just in case you're tackling a similar project. Over here we got all the parts. We got the roof, the rear section, basically the whole interior, everything we ripped out. It's all in pretty good shape. Obviously the flooring needs to be replaced, but all the major components are there, need to be cleaned up, definitely sanitized, but we should be good to go. So that's it for part one of this VW restoration. It was definitely a lot more work than I expected. It was disgusting in there. But I'm happy that we got it all cleaned up, ready to go. And now when we get everything put back together, I'll be able to sleep in this and not have to worry about it. If you want to follow the rest of this build, consider subscribing down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.